Well, hello, St. Louis. This is Larry here from the Darkness Haunted House. And we wanted to give you a little sneak preview of what we're doing to the Darkness and why you should attend our My Bloody Valentine event. Now, you can get your tickets to My Bloody Valentine at scarefest.fearticket.com. Again, you can get your tickets at scarefest.fearticket.com. What is the difference between My Bloody Valentine and the Krampus event? Well, the Krampus event, we go in and we put Christmas lights everywhere, and all the actors dress up in like elf costumes, Santa costumes. I mean, it's actually my favorite event. It's so fun. But what happens at the Darkness every single year is we go through a massive renovation here, okay? And one of the reasons why we take this on in the winter is because in March, there's a Halloween haunted house trade show here in St. Louis. It's actually St. Louis's biggest convention of the year. Of any of the conventions that they have, this one is the biggest. And so, with that being said, we open for that. And by the way, if you've ever wanted to do a behind the scenes tour of the Darkness, you have your chance. You can go to darkness.fearticket.com instead of scarefest.fearticket.com, and you could buy a ticket to a behind the scenes tour of the Darkness where you can go through, take photos and videos, see all the scenery and the sets and everything else. Now, we've had thousands of haunt owners from all over the world come to the Darkness and experience it, and quite frankly, it's considered one of the best haunted houses in the entire world. And one of the reasons is because of the renovations that we do, massive renovations, because we're trying to impress the haunted house industry. We're trying to do something the haunted house industry has never seen, and that's not easy to do, okay? So it takes massive creativity, huge teams of people, and that's exactly what we're going to do. That's what we're doing this year. So one of the things you might have seen if you came to the Darkness last year was you saw this big Frankenstein right here. Okay. Now, there was a scene built for him last year, and it was very basic. It wasn't very cool, to be honest with you. But it was cool because it had this big animation. But now you can see this room is completely empty. Completely gutted. 100% gone. And you can see on a board here where we're talking about how it's going to be replaced. Now, this scene here is also being replaced because this is the entrance to Dracula's castle. And you can kind of see right now, it's just kind of sort of, we're building it out little by little by little by little. But by the end of the week, this particular scene will be completely done, and we'll be moving into the big scene. Now, I do want to be transparent about something. Every time that we try to do these renovations for the Valentine's event, usually we don't actually get them all done. But we try. We want people who come to the Valentine event to experience something new. Like, oh, we went there for Krampus, we went there for last Halloween, and stuff was different. Nothing's different for Krampus other than the fact that we've already started the renovation process by demolishing something. And every year that you come to Valentine's or Krampus, one of the things you probably didn't notice was like maybe a room was vacant, but it had like rails so you could just go right through it. Kind of like when you're at Universal and they got a wall up and it says Partner Stardust because they don't want you to see what's on the other side. Same thing here. Now I'm going to show you. I'll see this is part of the renovation for this year. Now let me explain a couple things. Hey Adam, you taking off?
I'm going to put the lights in that.
All right, I'll be right back. All right, sorry, I had talking to somebody. We're working 24 hours a day here to get this done in time for My Bloody Valentine. I want to remind you, My Bloody Valentine, you can get the tickets at scarefest.fearticket.com. It is limited to the first 1,250 people. This is the perfect date night. And you should get your tickets now because these events that we have for these Valentines, they always sell out. So get your tickets quick, okay? So a few things, and I'm gonna walk through and kind of show you some of the stuff that we've been doing, okay? Here at the Darkness. Now, first thing I'll tell you is you see all these t-shirts up here? If you've ever wanted to buy them, a lot of these t-shirts we ran out of them, or we only have them in certain sizes. We've placed the biggest t-shirt order in our history, and hopefully many of them will be here by My Bloody Valentine. So we'll have t-shirts that we didn't have during the Halloween season. We also have a lot of new horror product that we did not have for even Krampus. And I'm gonna give you a prime example. Well, I know we didn't have that, but I'm gonna show you something that's really cool. As an example, it's one of many, many things that we've gotten in new since Krampus. And one of them is this Beetlejuice right here. Look at that, and it comes with the big sandworm. And then we got these RoboCops. And then check out these Jaws. Now, the minute that I got these Jaws, we sold 3 of them before we've even opened. So we don't even have that many left. So if you want one of these Jaws, you got to get here for My Bloody Valentine. And we have many, many, many other new things in our retail store, such as these Terrifier purses. See, there's a bloody one up there. They're really cool. Those are new. We didn't have those before. We also restocked on our Gremlins, our big Gremlin props. So lots of new stuff. So when you go through the Darkness, don't forget we also have a VIP bar experience that you can buy separate. That's like midway through the Darkness. You can stop over into a secret bar. But let's go in here and let me show you some of the stuff that we've been working on. Now, for those who don't know, back here at the exit of the haunted house was our Terror Visions, our 3D clown house. Last year, we built this a new haunted house called the Slaughterhouse from scratch. It was a lot of work to take it apart, remove it, and it was a lot of work to replace the maze. The scenes were just okay. They weren't great. And so our main focus for 2026 renovations to the Darkness have been here in the new Slaughterhouse. So right off the bat, you hear these wild sounds, you see these pigs, lighting effects everywhere. Look at that. This whole area is becoming a facade. So you'll know that you're transitioning to a new haunt. And as you go through this haunt that was here last year, there are so many things now that scare you. I don't even know if you need actors anymore. We're gonna have actors, but it's wild in here. Everything has been programmed. Lighting effects, sound effects. You can't even believe it. And let me give you an example. I'm gonna walk through and show you something. So check this out. And keep in mind the overhead lights are on. Everything in here is programmed now. None of this was here last year. All new. Everywhere you look. You see what that is? That's like a gobo. And you can't tell. By the way, you're gonna see these pigs everywhere now. This hallway right here was redone. And again, keep in mind the overhead lights are on. But everywhere you go, everything's programmed. The haunt, this particular haunt, this new haunt in the back is super high tech. Now, let me come over here and I'm gonna skip past. See, there's another pig. So this is all new in here. You'll notice like lights are shimmering. There's an animation right there. This whole room, look at it. The actor can scare you there. And you can't see it right now, but there's water dripping over these, bloody water dripping over these bodies. This whole scene is brand new. You can see how the lighting effects affect everything. You got this pig character here. You got to walk under these barrels. And there's another pig logo. And you see, and the sound is not on, by the way. And check out this. This is so cool. Watch this. The sound effects, the lighting effects, they're everywhere. Everywhere you go through the haunt now, there's something that'll spray on you. Lighting effects that will scare you. Sound effects that will scare you. There's a whole new scene. It's beyond anything we've ever done here at the Darkness. It's just taken the whole haunted house to a whole nother level. This is like super, super high tech. We have spent a ridiculous amount of time making the Darkness majorly high tech at a cost of hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's going to be the coolest thing. Is all the changes that we're going to make for 2026 to the Darkness be done? Will they be done by My Bloody Valentine? The answer is no, they will not be. Because we have a massive order of new props, new animations. We're redoing our queue line. And now it's going to be like a light show while you wait inside. It's going to be this high-tech light show. It's going to be literally the best Darkness ever. But I will say this. We probably should have about 50% of all the new stuff in place by My Bloody Valentine. My Bloody Valentine is the last opportunity to see the Darkness prior to Halloween season 2026. So the haunted house is going to open mid-September, but this is like a last stop. And then of course, our horror retail store will be open, and we invite you to come to the Darkness on Friday the 13th. And there's two reasons why we're doing it on Friday the 13th. The first one is that Soulard Mardi Gras is on the 14th, okay? So it would be crazy to be able to do it on that date. And the second is because it's Friday the 13th, like, duh, right? So we'll see you here at the Darkness Friday the 13th. But what we did want to show you is that we are hard at work on making these new high-tech improvements to the haunted house. And it's really going to make it like a paranormal experience in 2026. Something that we believe you're absolutely going to love. So make sure you get your tickets to My Bloody Valentine. on Friday the 13th, 2026, right here at the Darkness, downtown, next to Soulard Market. Get your tickets at darkness.fearticket.com.